All right, and now the most important and interesting part of the course. How are we going to interpret the data and how does it fit all into the OCD mouse model? So here's the deal. For each of the segments, compulsive-like behavior, which contains marble bearing and nesting, anxiety-like behavior, the behaviors you measured in the open field, then depression-like behavior, the floating behavior in the forced swim test, and then the effects of fluvoxamine on nest building, marble bearing, open field, and the elevated plasmase. And of course, you collected the elevated plasmase data. So for each of those segments, I will provide you with my interpretation of the results. And then in a discussion session, you should criticize that interpretation. So you should have at least one or two arguments to challenge my interpretation. Now, at the same time, you may agree with some of my interpretations or with all of them, and you can state that on each discussion board. But I want you to challenge me and come up with at least one or two arguments against the interpretation that I've put forward to you. It is really important for a group of people who work together on a project, on a research project, to interact with each other and try to elicit and find arguments that you haven't thought about, to either defend your model or to weaken your model, or maybe even to abandon the model. This is science. We need to work together as a group to decide whether the results that we as a group collected support or weaken the OCD model. So, as you're going to see, I'm a little biased. I will try to argue very vehemently that most of the results you found are actually strengthening the model, and that is my personal bias. So I challenge you to really challenge me on my interpretation and come up with arguments, scientific arguments that are related to the data that you have found in the peer-reviewed literature or that we have reviewed in the modules when we looked at the background. As long as it's peer-reviewed and scientific, I want to hear those arguments why my interpretation is not correct. So I'm really looking forward to this part of the course, and I can't wait to see what you have to say about what I have to say about the data.